virtue of the powers entrusted to me as Acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. Let's pause for a while. Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me remind you that we are in a graduation ceremony, which is typically a celebratory event. So you have all the right and privileges to be excited. You don't have to be restrained. Good morning once more. My name is Ramahwai Mahano. I'm the Vice Principal giving oversight to the portfolio of institutional development. We welcome you to this special graduation ceremony, which is part of a series of 9 ceremonies, which are to accommodate students who could not graduate on account of the COVID-19 pandemic in the years 2020 and 2021. As a university, we are hosting these ceremonies because we put premium value on student work and student experience, starting with the point at which the student makes contact with the university, followed by an application, up until the student graduates and becomes eligible as a member of the university convocation. Let me also extend warm salutations from the Chancellor of our university and former State President of our country, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Principal and Vice Chancellor of our university, Professor Puleng Nkabule, the Council of UNISA, ably led by Dr. Dan Musia. These leaders of our university, together with all the epistemic communities, are very proud about the milestones that you, the graduates, have attained, and therefore extend their congratulations to yourselves as well as the significant people in your lives. However, because of contending and competing daily priorities, they are unable to be with us this morning, but they nonetheless affirm your accomplishments and milestones that you have attained. We are mindful that the journey that you, the graduates, have traveled up to this end, which is largely having so many milestones and hurdles, rather, that you ought to have jumped, has not been easy in many respects. But we actually have made it a point that regardless of the challenges you had to contend with, the mountains you had to climb, which in your case are largely defined by the COVID-19 pandemic, and all the manifestations that it actually put across. you have nonetheless become steadfast, resolute on the course that you had embarked on up until you completed your studies. Right. And we want to celebrate the indomitable spirit that you displayed, a spirit that refused to give up even amid adversity. Many congratulations to you. You deserve to be celebrated and to be lavished with all the commendations. To the parents, the aunts and uncles, spouses and friends of the graduates, many thanks for having availed yourselves as levers of support and fountains of encouragement during the period of study of the graduates. When they were contending with a myriad of issues in their lives, you were there to encourage them not to surrender despite the difficulties they faced. That is why today we are celebrating them, because such is life. Life is a process that is laden with obstacles. It is laden with challenges. As one man would contend, these are the stuff of life. We cannot run away from them. Of importance is when we come across obstacles, as it was the case in the case of COVID-19, you just face the situation and you become resolute. And these graduates here are a perfect example of what a resolute person, a person who's determined that come what may, this is the direction that I'm taking in life, would attain. And therefore, at this stage, I think they deserve a round of applause. The University of South Africa is making noticeable strides, in many respects, that one would identify as the vital signs of an organization that is doing well. If you are to look at the university's rankings, which are conducted by international entities, which survey the performance of universities, etc., the University of South Africa is listed amongst the top 7 universities out of the 26 public universities of our country. That is one of the signs. And also, if you look at the financial stability of the organization, we can, without any form of equivocation, indicate that this university is solid to face its future financially and otherwise. And of course, there are many other milestones that one can enunciate in a ceremony like this. But in the interest of time, let us just say this is a university that is exerting itself very well, that is performing very well amongst its peers. This year alone, this university up to this end, and here we're talking about students who actually graduated in 2025, no less than 66,000 diplomas and degree certificates were awarded. Now, if you think of it, there is no university in the country, in the continent, and in most parts of the world which achieves this particular feat. It does demonstrate that the University of South Africa is peerless. It doesn't have peers. It is actually performing at its own league alone. And for that, we are grateful. And amongst these 66,000 graduates for 2025, more than 500 of them attained doctoral degrees. Even in this country, there is no university which does that. And that is a phenomenal accomplishment. And 900 earned their master's degrees. So you can see that this university is consistently contributing meaningfully towards the knowledge and skills economies of our country and the continent as a whole. This ceremony is conducted according to the statute of the University of South Africa, and it is designed or patterned along the traditions of celebrating the accomplishments of requirements that are set in the programs that the graduates would have registered for. And to assist me to officiate over this ceremony, there are members of the staff that I would want to introduce. To start off with, we start with members of the University Council. Here we have Mayor B. Semenya, as well as Ntate B. Mpashele. These are colleagues who are representing the University Council. Also amongst the office bearers, we have Dr. B.K. Likubu, who is the acting registrar, giving oversight to governance, as well as Mr. R. Bezeidenhout, who is the Director of Student Assistance and Support. Representing the different colleges of our university, we have Professor N. Sabangani, representing the College of Human Sciences, as well as Professor S. Scott. Representing the College of Education, we have Professor R.B. Munyai, as well as Dr. G.K.B. Tolo, and representing the College of Economic and Management Sciences, we have Professor D. Fesser, Professor M.C. Mlaudzi, as well as Dr. R.P. Mutswening. Representing the College of Accounting Sciences, we have Professor L.J. Erasmus, Professor B. Ditlen, Professor B. Swanepoel. Representing the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, we have Professor S. Nkosi, and representing the Graduate School of Business Leadership, we have Professor W. Matli, as well as Professor J. Murray. Representing the College of Law, we have Dr. L. Murudi, and representing the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, we have Dr. N. Madziva, as well as Dr. N.M. Magwaza. Now, those are the office bearers who have been assigned to officiate jointly with myself in this ceremony. However, we have the academics, members of the professorate who are part of the academic procession, and we want to acknowledge you colleagues and thank you very much for having reserved time to come and support the graduates this morning. If I have inadvertently omitted anyone, I do want to extend my apology, and I hope that in the process of time, we will be able to amend accordingly. Before we continue with the proceedings as scheduled, let me acknowledge a few people also, and these are people who ordinarily labor behind the scenes. These are colleagues who serve in the graduation department, colleagues who serve in the operations and facilities environment, colleagues who are serving in the multimedia spaces of our university. We want to thank them for making sure that the ceremonies of the university are conducted in a manner that befits the requisite stature. And that's very, very important. Although these colleagues, we don't list their names in the programs that we use, I want them to know that we unreservedly want to appreciate them for the excellent work that they do for the university. Also, Mr. Jones, the organist, thank you very much for serenading, the ceremonies with beautiful musical renditions. That is very, very important, and that actually makes UNISA ceremonies to be peculiar, relatively speaking, to other ceremonies. We truly appreciate you sharing your skills with us. Ladies and gentlemen, as I come to the close of the welcome address and opening remarks, there are a few announcements that I want to make so that we set the tone for this ceremony. To start off with, let me request that all cell phones be put on the silent mode. It is quite disturbing that during the proceedings you hear cell phones ringing. So please request the person next to you to assist you if you are unable to do it yourself. The second announcement is that at UNISA, we take graduation ceremonies as celebratory events. Now, in the African context, when we celebrate, we do a number of things. Amongst those would be, sounding our recitals, maboko, arona. That is typically done when we celebrate. And I always say that these recitals, they are not a mere aggregation of words that are meaningless. No, these recitals, they actually depict our histories, or histories if you wish, and they also embody our aspirations as people. And also in the African context, when we celebrate, and also when we celebrate, we dance. But we want to request you that when we do that, let us do so with absolute moderation. Let us not be excessive. Each candidate who will be standing here deserves to have his or her name being announced without interruption. Is that well received? Each person deserves to have his or her name being announced without interruption. So when you praise, after your son, your daughter, your relative whose name would have been announced, right? You just sound your recital briefly up until they are in front of the seat where I will be. Right. And thereafter, you keep quiet. You save your energy. You don't become wasteful, because it is the turn for another candidate. Now, if we do it that way, the proceedings will flow seamlessly without any problem, and we'll all enjoy the ceremony. Also, each candidate deserves to be celebrated with fervor, with energy, with high intensity like we would do for the first candidate, right? Up until the last candidate, let us celebrate them with the same excitement. There should not be a diminishing level of applause. We must applaud them equally, right? The last announcement has to do with you, the graduates. Please return back to your seat once you have gone through the stage. You will be directed on the course to follow up until you are back to your seat. You can only go home after we have dissolved the proceedings. Those would be the announcements. And let us invite you to sit back, to relax, and to enjoy the UNISA hospitality and the proceedings as scheduled. Thank you very much. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I will proceed to grant the diplomas and the degrees of the university, and I request that the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Lynette Fanisa Baloyi received the degree of Doctor of Literature and Philosophy.
I awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Fanisa Lynette Baloyi.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following graduates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors. Tshireletso Fortunate Siakamela. Chloe Joyce Shuroma. Mantu Mashiko. Martin Letsulo Musilane. Funani Rabaloyi. Tracy Lee Lerato Mpati. Lillian Tamupa Dube. Shalate Rebecca Nkuna. Lindelwa Miriel Lufele. Pindi James Percy Murugane. Niko Rajane Baloyi. Ana Rakhadi Maidi. Mutluhamang Veronica Mutlodi. Kehla Simon Kwebu. Nobukhosi Wendiduma. Nontsikelelo Nandi Khumalo. Di fitlhile Manoko Modimolla. Millicent Kheledi. Ellen Spasi Mpaka. Dimakatso Margaret Khwele. Mielani Antonia Hlungwani. Kitty Popi Mnisi. Bushi Matlala. Daniel Sipho Mahlangu. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Richardson Matibe Millo received the degree of Master of Arts.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following graduates received the degree of Bachelor of Education Honours. Masi Abuti Pauline Mudingwani. Hector Manoj. Lungelwa Mpola. Nivashini Padayachi. Amrita Kanayalal, Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the degree was obtained with distinction. Nsamulo Fiona Ngobeni. L'Oreal Dubrain. Bongiwe Maliba. Raineth Nevungoni. The degree was obtained with distinction. Zanele Mtetwa. Marcus Rapala. Leandri Antoinette Chrobla. Elizabeth Maria Aveling, Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the degree was obtained with distinction. Hajira Bakus. Evelyn Amanda Matlala. Nomfundo Educate Cele. Aratna Ramdin. Frida Muyahabo Mutapo. Nomusa Veronica Dlamini. Praise Nyalungu. Kabo Fanny Davids. Dineo Desiree Rasesepa. Sejabaledi Frida Mutlatla. Matsidiso Pesina Mlauzi. Sorry. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the degree was obtained with distinction. Sorry. Pinky Happiness Nompumelelo Mbatha. Nokulunga Simpiwe Msiza. Noboni Angeline Mukanto. Abaneti Sandra Muchocho. Poppy Neshiava. Mbali Nontutuzelo Ngobo. Nokulunga Dorcas Metusi. Pumelele Zilindile Pumelele Zilindile Zenzile Butelezi. Yeah, you can go. Filile Sibongile Simelani. Retepile Munere Matsimela. Lindiwe Mtombeni. Okay.
Mr. Acting Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Education. Humaira Malek. Mchindeni Maimele. Mpo Geneva Mushweshwe. Smangaliso Twala. Michelle van Niekerk. Miriam Mabushielo Litoba. Jessica Don Ace. Kagiso Rosina Makulane. Carmen Andrea Bota. Ntabiseng Jeanette Namba. It's Wortman. Yes. Oh, okay. Van Eloise Wortman. Magdalene Cantoni. Mr. Vice Chancellor, Sarah Louise Roche received the degree with distinction. Mr. Vice Chancellor, Carmen Doreen Voigt received the degree with distinction. Lukwani Beatrice Mungale. Sandili Kedeltas. Madelise Susan van Gienen. Zakia Pierre. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Samira Bukas received the degree with distinction. Oh, sorry. Patience Lorato Shabalala. Mamputela Francina Sompane.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following graduates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. You need to look over there. Vutomi Brightness Chauke. Clausia Vuyisiwe Dolo. Lulama Guguletu Walker. Tsatsawani Krisni Serepa. Geno Nonnedo Piccoli. Sianokeng Joyce Bueta. Fundiswa Bolani. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidate received the degree with distinction: Megan Jean Smith. Nomampondo Mise Veronica Ntenjana. Tatenda Lisa Khatsi. You must look over there. Leocadia Dlomo. Vimbai Juliana Makuwaza. Florence Tembikile Kumalo. Patricia Jean Corbett. Look over there. Alarise Stacy Wells. Anso Sutton. Sibusiso Carol Mdluli. Ashley Padiachi. Nombulelo Landiwe Sigudu. Raisibe Josephine Pitlela. Sarah Winkleman. Catherine Roxanne van der Velde. Look over there. Siviwe Fikizolo. Chantel Lewis. Manchi Christina Terfo. Neo Majoro. Patuchedzo Lloyd Madoba. Andiswa Chiki. Chinane Tenga. Petunia Sehole. Stand there and look in that direction. Claudia Jade Naidu. Nolutando Nolwazi Lushozi. Boitumelo Michelle Moncho. Khalalelo Dichaba. Claudine Tirana Stole. Natalie Gould. Aisha Shakib. Sorry. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the candidate received the degree with distinction. Sorry. Look over there. Khotatso Brunhilde Makela. Felicia Nombeko Mhlongo. Mantwa Gladys Motawung. Kagiso Deborah Lichotlo. Palisa Evelyn Mudau. Kaunda Chama. Tandeka Pretty Nkomo. Nolutando Vuyiswa Mbata. Look over there. Mavis Munyai. Do you want to come? Zintle Sinotile Ntombela. Nametso Primrose Lobakeng. Wilhelmina Modiane. Tiffany Keisha Sadie Holland. Mandy Takane Tsotetsi. You gotta look over there. Chimolo Manoko Moloto. Nonhlanhla Masuku. Nelisiwe Precious Mahongo. Louisa Tandi Nkabinde. Hluvuko Happiness Mabasa. Look in that direction. Priscilla Mabaso. Palesa Daisirella Poshodi. Isabella Matladi.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Tsakani Togo Mkachwa received the diploma with distinction. Mutlalepula Catherine Sekhupe. Pilile Makuru. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Zaki Innocentia Mfeka receives the diploma with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Julia Sepaning Leso receives the diploma with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Sharika Reineke receives the diploma with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receives the degree in PG, DIP, IED, and the degree is obtained with distinction. Carmen Lizile Magdalene Minar. It's written degree. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Murwa Anna Perseverance Lisito receives the diploma with distinction. Tubatse Megi Mukoban. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Esin Connery Kutse receives the diploma with distinction. Amukelani Violet Cause.
How do you spell it?
Nsusheko Obri Sibisi. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Justice Sitabiso Nene receives the diploma with distinction. Makosha Megi Mukhan. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Mujahid Gladys Maboya receives the diploma with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Nontlantla Yvonne Dlamini receives the diploma with distinction. Mkribisi Luchisa. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Wanamukhali Martha Muhlala receives the diploma with distinction. Mapono Leah Masemula. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Lufuno Vuma receives the diploma with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Tokozani Nelisiwe Ndlovu receives the diploma with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Constance Ndlovu receives the diploma with distinction.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us celebrate the graduates with a thunderous round of applause. COVID-19 or no COVID-19, you have made it. You have demonstrated that there is no impediment, there is no obstacle that can stand on your way. Many, many congratulations. My final task is simply to bid you farewell on behalf of the university community and to conclude the proceedings this morning. Of course, we have seen that graduation is a beautiful event. It is an event that is saturated with joy, excitement, and a deep sense of triumphant, or rather being triumphant, particularly on the part of the graduates. However, the beauty and the splendor that characterizes a graduation ceremony belies the hard work and many sleepless nights that the graduates had to go through. So as we celebrate you, we are acutely aware that you had to contend with a myriad of challenges for you to reach this end. But I want to believe that your journey to this end, though punctuated by the hardships of life, did not demotivate you. You have actually steadfastly pursued the course of your dreams, and we congratulate you for that. It is actually good for you to celebrate your accomplishment, unreservedly so. Unfortunately enough, we tend to be modest when we reach the milestones in life, particularly the good milestones. They ought to be celebrated. Elsewhere in the world, a ceremony like this would last for the entire day. When you go into the city centers, you'll find students clad in their academic regalia. Those are the nations which espouse, which promote education. And we so wish that even in our context, in our country, would have more and more of people who would love education to the extent of celebrating it without any reservation. Unfortunately enough, our priorities in life are distorted. The nation currently is engulfed by corruption. And that actually usurps the energy, it usurps the skills of the country to focus on these acts of wrongdoing. And we want to make a plea to you. Yes, you have demonstrated a rare feature that even in the midst of COVID-19, you would be able to focus on your studies up until completion. We would want to make a plea to you to say, regardless of the gloomy context that we face in the country, be true to the knowledge that you possess. Be true to the prescripts and the standards of your profession. Do not surrender your knowledge into the hands of a thug who would want you to orchestrate things that are not consonant with normal practice. It is our plea to you that as you take various positions in society, positions of leadership on account of the qualification that you possess, refuse to be used in a wrong way. Be true to your knowledge and to your profession. The value and importance of education is to promote the quality of life in all its dimensions, be it health dimension, social dimension, economic, environmental, political, whatever dimension you'd want to think about. The purpose of education is to promote the quality of life. If education fails to promote and enhance the quality of human experience in life, it would have lost its value. It is of no use if it does not achieve that. This assertion becomes very, very important in this century that we are living in, the 21st century, which is characterized by a number of ugly things which threaten the survival of humanity. You think about them: hunger, proliferation of diseases, contestations that precipitate to wars. Think about what is happening globally. All these things, they threaten the survival of humanity. And this is the context we are living in. But now you, the graduate of this time, you have the right knowledge to assist humanity to persist into the future. And it is our imploration to you to say, please do that. Do exactly that. Execute your knowledge, your skills with excellence. Do not surrender and sacrifice all these attributes to wrongdoing and wrong practices. A colleague of ours, Professor Hicks, wrote an article entitled "Nation Building and the Role of the University," a critical reflection. He asserts in this article, and I quote, "There is a crisis of confidence in the role that universities should play in society. The ongoing process of transforming universities testifies to the enduring seriousness of the questions of meaning and purpose that the academy faces," close quote. At the very heart of the statement by Professor Hicks is the relevance of our education to produce graduates who provide solutions to the problems that bedevil society. Your education is designed in such a way that it will assist to define tomorrow, to ensure that humanity persists even tomorrow. Your education has been designed in such a way that you, the graduate of UNISA, can be an innovator. You don't have to consume innovations of other people. You yourself, you can innovate and transform society and advance society. You can be an entrepreneur who will establish entities which will create employment for other people. You have not been trained just to wait for employment. You, the graduate of UNISA, can create employment. And we implore you to do so. That is why at UNISA, we are currently recalculating our programs. We are incorporating into our programs aspects of entrepreneurship because we want our graduates to be innovators, to be people who initiate and innovate businesses and entities which can advance society. We encourage you, the graduates of UNISA this morning, to embrace the notion of lifelong learning. Do not stop learning at this time and have a sense of, arrival, accomplishment to the extent that paralyzes you. Have an insatiable appetite. Yearn for more knowledge. And when you do so, you will be of value to society. As I conclude my congratulatory and farewell remarks, one of the prolific African author, Ngugi wa Thiong'o, advises in his book titled Moving the Center that when you amass knowledge and equip yourself with relevant skill sets, he says, you become like a cross-fertilized flower that contains seeds for tomorrow. Why you have knowledge? You are like a cross-fertilized flower. In other words, there is productivity in you that can sustain tomorrow. And with these words of wisdom, we want to say to you, go out there and make sure that in the spaces where you occur, you do not have to think about huge things. Whatever little thing that you do, execute it with excellence. And in that way, you will be making a difference. Many congratulations to you. We wish you the best of futures. May you enjoy all the rights and the privileges attached to your qualification. May I request Dr. Baloyi to be on your feet. I know since that time, is it 2021 when you were supposed to graduate, many people would have addressed you as doctor, but that was unofficial. Now I'm actually officializing it. We congratulate you rather for staying the course up until this end. We know that it is not easy. A doctoral degree is typically a problematic degree. Stress-laden, many people get frustrated. But we want to congratulate you for reaching this end. And please make sure that you take many by your hand so that they also reach the level that you have done so. And even the master's degree, you are acknowledged Well done, and I trust that you are doing your doctoral degree already. Congratulations, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude the proceedings, I cannot escape making an appeal to those who can afford to assist. UNISA is a university that has opened its doors a lot wider than other universities. We have 26 public universities in the country. And the most deserving students are unable to register in some of these universities because of costs. But at UNISA, we have opened the doors wider so that even students who come from the extreme economic margins are able to study, because education is the future. Now, that stance, that move, actually creates challenges for the university. If you ask the registrar, he will tell you that out of the 378,000 students we have, almost 200,000 of them are dependent on NSFAS, which is a government financial scheme for them to be able to study. And unfortunately enough, they are not supported fully like students in your contact universities. Remember, out of the 26, it is only UNISA that uses the open distance modality by legislation. So because of that, our students are not funded fully by the government. As a result, the university always has to compensate for the deficiencies. And we're doing a lot in all the fronts, from convocation through the chancellor's efforts, etc. We are recruiting funds to support our students. Now we are saying, in the event you are able to assist, it is not an obligation. You are not compelled, but we are saying those who can assist, please access the UNISA bursary fund details that are in the UNISA website, www.unisa.az.za. And you can indicate how you would want to contribute to the bursary fund that is intended to support students who are unable to finance their studies. And we'll appreciate that and acknowledge you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I would like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are to be found on page 16 of the program, and to remain standing while the anthem is, after the anthem has been sung and the procession leaves the wall. Please rise. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.